What if you're not actually stuck? What if you're standing at a threshold and nobody ever taught you how to actually recognize it? Every meaningful transformation in life begins the same way. Not with clarity, but with disruption. The business that no longer fits, the relationship that's changing, the season that suddenly feels too small, the version of you that just doesn't feel like you anymore. Most people think something has gone wrong, where I don't. You've arrived at a threshold in the space between who you've been and who you're becoming. And here's why most people never cross it. Because thresholds don't feel exciting, and they don't feel good. They feel like uncertainty, they feel like grief, they feel like losing your identity. They feel like questioning everything that you thought that you knew. So we mistake the discomfort for a sign to go backwards and stay where we've been. But what if the discomfort isn't evidence that you're on the wrong path, but rather it's evidence that you've outgrown the old one? I don't think the goal in life is to avoid thresholds. I think the goal is to develop the capacity to cross them and to recognize them, because every threshold asks something different of you. Can you carry more responsibility? Can you tolerate more uncertainty? Can you let go of the identity that got you here? Can you trust before you have proof? Can you become someone that your current environment has never seen before? I've started to believe that human flourishing isn't just about becoming fearless, it's about becoming the kind of person who can keep moving forward even when the future isn't fully visible. Maybe that's why so many people stay stuck, because it's not that they lack motivation and not because they lack potential, but because nobody ever taught them that every new level of life has a doorway. And every doorway requires a different version of you to walk through it. So don't ask, how do I get back to who I was? Ask instead, who is this threshold inviting me to become? Because I have a feeling that the life that you're praying for is waiting on the other side of the version that you've been invited to leave behind. I'm currently in a threshold of pregnancy. I think becoming a parent, especially a mother, is one of the most powerful and incredible thresholds that we can cross through. So if this resonated, I would love to hear your thoughts of where you're at and what thresholds you've recently gone through or that you feel like you're in the midst of.